Hello, welcome to Confidence Through Cabaret YouTube channel. I'm so excited that you're here. My name is Heather, and I'm one of the co-pioneers of Confidence Through Cabaret. So our mission in Confidence Through Cabaret is to support and uplift confidence journeys. And doing this together is a really important way of helping one another work through our work life, our personal life, or our stage life, whatever your stage might be. So each day we'll have a different theme, Monday to Friday, and Monday this week is Masterclass Mondays. So that means that on our website, we will be launching a new masterclass. So if you go to www.confidencethroughcabaret.com, you'll be able to access the new masterclass. And this week, we're very honored to be joined by Erica Bowen, who's talking all about hope. We even have a wonderful activity, which is a coloring segment. So you can download and you can color along if that's your thing, or you don't have to. You might listen and work with the workbook that we prepared for you and answer some questions. This is all about you finding tools and you finding what you need in your confidence journey, wherever you want to build confidence in your life. So let's talk a little bit about what Erica shared with us about hope. So there's a short segment I wanted to share with you, taken from the masterclass. Let's have a look.
What we know kind of from a research base is that for people to change, they've got to have hope. And it's not kind of like, a wish or a kind of, just a general sense of optimism that the future will be better. Hope is much more of a kind of an action-oriented, goal-oriented thing. So if somebody's got hope, they've got a sense that the future can be better, but also that they have a role to play in making it better. Yeah. So it's not a passive thing, it's a really active process. So it kind of started with that, really.
I love what Erica talks about, the difference between hope and wishing. And I think that, thinking about our actions and thinking about that intention to be able to change the future, that belief that we can change our future is really important. And as we go through various episodes on our YouTube channel, I'll share with you some of the experiences that I've been through in my personal life, as well as my work life and stage life. Certainly for me in 2020, there were lots of days when I didn't feel like I had an ability to change the future. Like I didn't feel like I could, I don't know, it felt like a wish more than an action. It felt like I didn't have the control that I wanted to have. And of course, what I learned as I went through was that I did have control over a lot of things, including and especially how I felt about things and how I was responding and choosing each day. So some days I chose to just look after myself slowly and gradually, getting out of bed, getting dressed, just very basic things. And some days that was difficult, if I'm honest. And then other days I had a list and I had lots of things that I felt like I could do to influence my position and my future going forward and how I saw the world. I, like a lot of people, had a difficult time work-wise when we hit 2020, or at least when we hit March of 2020. I had a business for 25 years that involved me traveling globally and involved me working in very large groups and running very big conferences, because I'm a training consultant for corporations, as well as a business coach and facilitator. So obviously it was much more of a challenge, and a lot of my work disappeared, like a lot of us. And what I realized is that I am not my work. I'm not, everything that I am is not my work, but I had made it that way because I'd had lots of difficult things in my personal life. And so I decided to focus on my work life. But I love what Erica talks about with, really just, it's not about wishing, because that can take us into a sense of feeling like a victim and feeling like we can't have what we want. But it's more, hope is about recognizing the role that we play in our future actions, and having, action oriented processes every day is really important for us. If I'm honest, I had days when I didn't feel like I could relate to hope. And I would have listened to a masterclass like Erica's and thought, yeah, this isn't this isn't me. I had days when I didn't even want to have hope. And I know that sounds strange. It wasn't anything fatalistic. It was just, I don't want to do this. I don't want to start over. I don't want to go through the hard work again and again and again in all of the ways, in my own physical fitness, in my own personal life, as well as in my work life. And I think a lot of us experience that, and are still experiencing that, or are trying our best to work through it. And what we wanted for Confidence Through Cabaret was to just establish some tools. We use the contemporary cabaret tools to feel good about ourselves, to look after ourselves, to find our voice and to find space. So we have a brand new podcast, which we'll be launching this week. And you'll be able to find that everywhere that you find wonderful podcasts. We also have an amazing Facebook community, which you'll find in Confidence Through Cabaret. It's all free. We do challenges together. We support and uplift one another. And what we're looking for is, how can we get through this together? How can we share when we're succeeding so that others can succeed along with us? And how can we get the support and the understanding that we need when we need it? So following on from Erica's masterclass, and there's a lot of content in it, so do go check out confidencethroughcabaret.com and register for our website. But I'd like to listen to just one more segment of what Erica had to say about hope and really about understanding. So let's have a look.
So I think for me, hope is also about getting people to really understand who they are, because a lot of the time what people don't have is that sense that they actually can change the future. They don't feel they have the power to do that. They don't feel they have the skills to do that. So I always kind of start from a kind of where are we now position, and take them through a process of really connecting with how life is going in the round and the smallest things they could do to make improvements. Because I think the worst thing about goal setting, kind of like historically as an approach, has been that people will set kind of huge goals. And that's not to say they're not valid, but if you set a huge goal and then you sit in there and go, oh my God, how am I going to do that? It can be demoralizing. And then that almost kind of takes hope away, because it's just too much for people to do. So I always tend to focus on the smallest steps, and that kind of, what's the smallest thing you could do to make yourself feel more hopeful, hence the image we've got.
I love what Erica says about understand where you are now, and then connect with that sense of power to be able to change the future. We always say in Confidence Through Cabaret, start from where you're strong, and where we're strong is where we are now. And sometimes it's those very small things that Erica talks about. What's the smallest thing that you could do to help you find hope and to help you take action? And that is just so in line with what we talk about in Confidence Through Cabaret all the time. All of our challenges are about, finding small things and finding little ways forward, and finding the small things that we like about ourselves, the small things that we are grateful for, and where we are strong. So if you want to make a change, if you want to feel like you are taking action, then recognizing where you are, not huge goals of where you want to be, but steps forward. So yes, by all means have goals. And we will absolutely talk about goals, because I am all about goal setting. I've done so much work for clients around goal setting, as well as for clients in personal coaching around goal setting. So we're definitely coming back to goal setting. I'm not underestimating goal setting at all. But sometimes when we're starting from a place of, not even really understanding or believing that we can make a difference to our future, then the small steps make such a difference. So I loved doing the exercise with Erica, because Erica's produced a coloring book, and the coloring page says, what's the smallest thing I could do that would give me more hope? And I had so much fun with that, because it really actually made me recognize some of the rules I make for myself. So I printed a blank page. I'm going to redo that coloring exercise, because I realized that I always color in the lines. All my coloring needs to be realistic. And that really brought me into to some wonderful reflections around the fact that I can change things. And that's what hope ultimately is. The fact that small successes are worth celebrating. And that's when we gain momentum from taking steps. The fact that the rules that I've created for myself are not always real. So I've made lots of rules around, things I have to do, and then if I don't do them, then I haven't succeeded, and that's crazy. I also was able to recognize a lot of what I thought were my goals, my personal goals, are really just wishes. And so I had to relook at those in terms of what kind of action can I take. And as I say, we will absolutely come back to goal setting, because we really do want to be able to move forward. And the beginning of the year is such a wonderful time to have hope. It's such a wonderful time for goal setting. And it's such a wonderful time to really reconnect to our mindset and just assess what small things can we do to move ourselves forward. So just before we wrap up and just before I sign off for the day, just wanted to share with you our website, www.confidencethroughcabaret.com. Go and make a profile. Have a look. There's such amazing masterclasses from other experts besides Erica. We've just been featuring that today because we've just launched it and we're so excited. Check out our Facebook community, which is Confidence Through Cabaret. Check out our Instagram, also Confidence Through Cabaret. Our podcast, also Confidence Through Cabaret. I mean, you're getting the pattern, right? Surely. So Confidence Through Cabaret, Google it, check it out. Check out our podcast. It'll be up on Wednesday. We're very excited. And we have some more work from an amazing member of our community who is sharing an interview with us. And you'll get to meet my co-pioneer, Ryan, as well on Wednesday. Tomorrow, I'm going to be sharing with you some points around values and around our own personal values system, and around how understanding our values helps us align. And it comes up in the masterclass with Erica as well. It comes up just about every time that we talk about mindset. People talk about values, but I think sometimes we don't know how to recognize our own values. So we'll be looking at that tomorrow. For today, think about something small that you can do to help you move forward, to help you find the hope and the actions that you deserve to influence your future. I will see you tomorrow. I've loved being with you. Like and subscribe below. Do all the things that you do with all of the socials, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.